Silence! It's time! It's time! It's
time for another episode of the Drunk Dash Nerds podcast.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Sit back and get back and get back and get grab a six-pack, sit back and get back and get back and get grab a six-pack, sit back and get back and get back and get grab a six-pack, sit back and get back and get back and get grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast.
Sweet baby Jesus, this is the Drunk Dash Nerds podcast, episode 52. I am your host, the Jack of Hearts.
What the fuck?
I think that should just be our new intro.
Sweet baby Jesus, really?
I like to imagine when I'm thinking Jesus, I like to imagine like a t-shirt tuxedo. So like he's dressed up nice, but he's casual at the same time.
Casual Jesus. I love it. Anyway, the voice you just got done hearing and stuff like that, that's our residential ginger man. Gingerboy, how you doing, dude?
Ginger man or ginger boy? You said both in that intro there. People are confused. I'm the same one. No, a ball did drop, so I'm like midway there. So it's kind of a weird stage for me.
Ginger man yes. Boy.
No, but unfortunately, I drank the last of my beer yesterday during take 1 of episode 52. So unfortunately, because of Jack, I am forced to be drinking Red's Apple Ale again.
Oh poor baby.
Tastes like piss and apples. So yeah. So
urine
yeah.
Flavored or watered down urine flavored?
It's like 75% urine and then like 25% apple juice.
Oh,
that's really bad. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, who made this? What? Oh,
why do you drink it?
It's alcohol. I can't do the show when I drink. It's blasphemy.
And
I cannot wait till we change our names. Oops. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, we're gonna the acid taking Dash.
We've been talking about changes coming up, and one of the changes is our name.
I think we should call it the taking acid Dash Nerds podcast.
No,
or tripping on acid.
How about Goat Simulator? Or
the
podcast?
Goat Simulator podcast.
Wait, so 2 Men and a Ginger is too gay, but Goat Simulator is not. What is going on?
Well, first off, have you played Goat Simulator?
I really want to. Oh my god, that's horrible.
It's so ridiculous.
Oh god.
But anyway,
I guess it's my introduction.
But anyway, the other voice that you just got done hearing right there is our resident man, Knuckles. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing better. I've completely forgot about what we talked about yesterday, so I am dumb again. I hope Gingerboy chokes on his alcoholic apple beverage. Alcoholic urine beverage. And hope we get along through this podcast fine.
Oh man.
I can't guarantee you any of these are going to happen.
Yeah, I can't either.
Well, I guess with that in mind, let's go ahead with what we've been playing for the week. So, Gingerboy, why don't you start us off? What you been playing?
So I played the Destiny Alpha over the past weekend. I got into it. So did Jack. Knuckles didn't.
I hate you all.
But no, I didn't.
Please tell me of the glorious world of Destiny.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you about the glorious world of the Destiny Alpha, and the fact that there's not much in it. No, so I thought the game looked gorgeous. First off, it is very much a more serious, realistic Borderlands, where it's an open world game. You got the RPG elements to it. You don't have the cartoony graphics. It's very much more realistic, and it looks amazing. But you guys probably all seen the pictures on the internet. But no, I thought the gameplay was great. Definitely the Halo enemies, or the Destiny enemies remind me a lot of the enemies from Halo, where they even talk to each other. Even kind of looked. I mean, they didn't look alike, but they had the kind of the same. Like you can
the elite mandible.
Yeah, they had the same kind of build. Like as far as that goes, you can tell this was made by Bungie. And so from when I got to play of the game, the gameplay, everything felt great. But the only issues I had was, like I said, is it felt like an empty world. There wasn't a lot going on. I feel like this game is built very much on you want to play with friends, and if you don't play with friends, it's not going to be as fun. But like I said, I mean, it could just be the alpha. They just picked a handful of missions to do here, and they just
because they're not going to give you main story missions at the very
they're not going to give us the big stuff. And I mean, as far as I know, maybe there's not really much of a story to it. The only issues I really have with the gameplay in it were the fact that the enemies infinitely respawned.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so like if I left the area at all, they would be back. Excuse me, they'd be back. Or if
well, that's the MMO feel.
Yeah, but that's it's kind of.
Like, you got that in Borderlands too, or if you just left area.
But I'm not even talking like leaving the whole area. I'm talking like you just left the general vicinity of where they were. Like I just walked 100 meters that way.
Dude,
and
that's
I
like
come
classic,
back.
That's like retro gaming type of stuff. Right
Yeah,
there.
and that's like PS2 level stuff, not so much PS4. But like I said, I'm thinking it's probably just because of the alpha and they didn't have a lot to it, so they wanted to keep. If you just went into the few areas you could go into and you kill everybody, what are you going to do now? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I could see from that standpoint. I thought also the enemies weren't very aggressive. And then so I'm wondering, it wasn't like a difficulty setting, so I'm wondering if they just put it on like a easier difficulty. But like there's like I can like if I was close to dying, I can just like go up behind a wall and they just sit there and wait for me to come back around. They wouldn't come after me. They wouldn't try to flank me or nothing like that. They just they wouldn't shoot at me unless I was there in front of them. Or like sometimes I could just walk up to them and just like shoot them, and I'd be like 5 feet from them.
Again, everything you're talking about is the alpha build.
I know.
Like a little bit of a different experience with some of the enemies inside the alpha. I mean, I played like about 8 minutes, but I did have enough time to actually engage inside combat. I mean, there was at least a couple moments that I had where the enemies would actually go ahead and just like either just try to flank me like in certain corners, or just like they would obviously hide like in like specific corners or specific ways that wouldn't seem so obvious and stuff that I literally had to try to go and try to flush them out and stuff. I mean, those instances, I ran into. But I do agree with you, Tyler, with the kind of the alone type of feel and stuff like that, and also the respawning enemies. I mean, that's a drag though, but hell, there's a lot to improve before the beta.
Luckily we have the beta on coming out July 17th, and I believe
a month from now.
Yeah, so pretty like about 4 weeks away. So I'm hoping I'm wondering if it's gonna be the same. I kind of hope it is kind of the same areas that we saw in the alpha, and I want to like maybe see the improvements they made on it in between when the alpha was built and the beta, instead of something completely different. But no, I thought the gameplay. I mean, everything about the gameplay was great, and as long as the co-op is fun and I have friends to play with often, I'm gonna get this game. The one big drawback was Peter Dinklage, who.
Are we going to do the Peter Dinklage?
No, we've done it 3 times already. I think it's a curse. For the fans that don't know, we started doing the Peter Dinklage. Oh, God, I just did it. Crap. But there's
there's a remake of the Game of Thrones theme, but just replaced the song with the Peter Dinklage in that specific area.
They just to be the song, but they just kept saying Peter Dinklage over and over again. And every time I mention Peter Dinklage, Knuckles and I started singing the song, and then everything goes to crap. So we're not gonna do it this time. So with this, he plays he is the voice of the AI in this game, and it sounds like, and everybody's saying this, and it's very much true. He sounds like he is there's no emotion, and it sounds like he's just like he saw the script for the first time. And he's just reading it, like, just learning the words. Like, he's not even acting. He's just kind of reading the words. Okay, here's what I say. Like, that's it. And they recorded that. And they said, all right, no, that's good. Cut it, edit in. That'll work. You cost way too much money. So we're going to you're done here. So, I'm hoping they go in I'm hoping that's not the final part of the game. Like, maybe this, like, what we're seeing here, like, in the alpha, is just alpha stuff. And that's not even going to be in the final product. So maybe this is like just like the like the side B part of like an old cassette tape or something, like an album, and they just
It's like, please show a bit more emotion.
Any emotion actually would be great. He's just so monotone about it. So I'm hoping that's just, like I said, it's just like this stuff is just gonna be cut and thrown on the floor before when the game comes out. But no, overall, I really enjoyed it. I didn't get a chance to do any co-op. I'm hoping I'm assuming when the beta comes out, I don't know how long the beta is gonna be around for, but I'm hoping that I'll get a chance to play with some friends this time. But another game I got to play, I beat was, and I know Knuckles got to play it some too. I'm not sure how far he got into it, but I played Watch Dogs, and this game is it was very much built. It was built very highly, as I think a lot of people's was their most anticipated game of for 2014. I believe it was top 2 or 3 for me, maybe if not probably the most anticipated game for 2013 for me.
Loads of hype on it.
Yeah, and it got pushed back. I think the level of hype got built up even more, and it just
which if your hop wall's too far high, when your game comes out and it doesn't perform to that wall, like there's nothing but negative feedback.
Yeah, you can have the greatest game in the world, but if you're expecting,
if you're expecting the greatest game
of all time,
crap, I was gonna say, if you're expecting the greatest game of all time and your game was great for a new IP, that's still gonna hurt.
It could have been, to me, I was kind of the opposite. As the time got closer to the game coming out, I kind of like built up in my head. I'm like, okay, well maybe it won't be like back in November when it was coming out in November. I was like, I couldn't wait for this game. Yeah. And then, but when it got pushed back, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be great. But as like, I don't know, once we could hit May, I'm like, what if it? Okay, maybe it won't be great. Maybe it'll just be a solid game. And I was like, oh, if it's a good game, I'm gonna be happy with it. And and that's what I think it turned out to be. And I thought Dan from the Big Red Barrel UK podcast said it best. He had the best analogy for his game. Is if this game came out in November like it was supposed to, people would have been okay with it being Assassin's Creed 1, where it was a really cool idea, but it was repetitive and there was a lot of things that needed to be switched with it. But overall, we saw what they were trying to do, and it looked like it'd be a cool idea for the future. And Assassin's Creed blew up, and with Assassin's Creed 2, it became one of the biggest IPs in gaming in the past probably 7-8 years. But since it got pushed back to May, he was saying this game has to be Assassin's Creed 2, and I felt it hit kind of in the middle, where it wasn't Assassin's Creed 2 great, but it wasn't Assassin's Creed 1 not bad, but it didn't live up to the hype. And from that standpoint, I thought it was a really good game. I had a lot of fun with it, and you guys know I wasn't a big GTA 5 fan, and I'm not a big.
Meaning that you didn't care much for the GTA 5 story and you played online maybe once.
Yeah, I mean, I put about 20-25 hours into GTA 5. It's just.
Wow, that exactly sounds like Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
I know, right?
That's probably. Basically, I think Knuckles.
I think you hate open world games. Open world, urban.
I know, and then that's the thing. I mean, I do. I'm not the biggest open world geek, but there are ones I do enjoy, like Sleeping Dogs. I enjoyed Saints Row 3 and 4 and Bully. I enjoyed, but
I hated Bully.
And I mean, a lot of people do. I thought it was a cool idea. I think for me, what gets me on a open world game is there's got to be a really cool game mechanic that keeps me hooked.
Yep.
Like Bully was kind of a fun, just like you're a kid doing all these crazy little pranks, and it's just very middle school, stupid jokes, and that kind of kept me into it. And I thought it had a pretty good story. Saints Row, it was the over the top that I loved about the game and all the crazy stuff you can do. In this game, what kind of made me really enjoy it was one, stealth, which you guys know I love stealth games, so
yeah,
it was a very solid stealth game. The shooting mechanic was great, but the hacking is what kept me in this game. And I think this game, depending on how much you enjoy the hacking mechanic in this game, is going to depend on how much you like this game. Because this game, Watch Dogs relies heavily, I think, maybe too much.
Hacking is pretty much your weapon in the game. And what I enjoy personally, daisy chaining camera to camera, like killing enemies, like just by fucking with them. And then hacking a computer from 500 yards away. I think that was entertaining, especially when you go hack a camera, zoom in on a person that has some type of explosive on their body, and you just hack that explosive. You just see them start freaking out, reaching for the grenade or something. Like they go, "Yes, I got it," and then throw it. Right when they throw it, it blows up and kills like two people.
God.
That's
like basically with the hacking, like you can like go like without even walking into the gang hideouts is what they call them, but it's basically a camp and has a bunch of gang members in it, and you gotta go and like take down the leader, and you can actually be without even going into stepping foot into the camp, you can take out 10 or 15 enemies, and by the time you get in there, you might have 1 or 2 left, and just by going through the cameras and like making things explode,
you have the main guy and maybe his
and that's it, and like just by making you can make things.
And the only reason he have the bodyguard with him is because he has an explosive, but he's too close to the guy. If you detonate him, you're
only supposed to knock out the leader, not kill him. But no, like, I thought the hacking mechanic never got old to me. Even like I love like when you're being chased by cops and like gang members, like you can change, like you can neutralize. You get like the square would pop up on the screen. You press the square button, you change the lights and cause like a car pile up, and it'll take out 2 or 3 cars.
Yeah, the distractions.
Yeah, or you can like make the bridges go, like raise the bridge, so you go fly over the bridge, and then but the gang members and the cops won't go over, and just like cool things like that where like you felt like you outsmarted them, and just like little things.
I think that's awesome, but when you do that and you just have cops waiting for you on the other side of that bridge, it's like, well, fuck. There's no one in front of you as you're jumping the bridge. And then suddenly, cop cars spawn at that intersection.
Yeah, that was an issue because they kind of have the 5-star level, like a lot of like GTA does, where like the more cops, the more aggressive they get. But once you get to like level 3 or 4, it's just like an infinite amount of cops come after you. And but like 1 or 2, you knock out a few cop cars, and it's over. Like
you escape
at this point. But once you get to when you get to 4 or 5, which I had a level 5 chase, that I think took me about.
I just basically killed myself.
It took me about 35 minutes to actually get out of that whole thing because you got a helicopter chasing after you too. It's a whole.
Yeah, does what GTA doesn't, where if you have a 5-star warning level in GTA, you can escape that with ease. Like I was hiding under a bridge in the water from a 5-star warning level. There was no cop could see me, but they knew I was there. And a helicopter was flying over the bridge, but I wasn't on the bridge, and they say they could see
Oh
me.
my god!
There were some issues with there were some issues with the AI though, where like there was like one story mission where I had to go I'm at a car dealership, and I got to take out this like the kingpin of like this car dealership, and then just like escape the area. And he has a bunch of people around him, and I'm able to like take out a couple guys, and I took out the kingpin, but as soon as you take out the kingpin, like automatically all the bodyguards know that happened, even though like nobody was in sight. So they all knew who I was, they knew where I was, and like all went after me, knew what car I was in right away. And there's some issues with that in the game, where it's kind of a weird.
If I wouldn't mind that happening if there was an offensive vehicle perk, like an EMP blast or something that disables cars.
Yeah, that would have
and
made
not
more
blows
sense.
them to hell. That destroys cars, and then fucking cops get
Yeah,
called.
because basically you can't shoot while you're driving. The only way you can you're basically just play defense when you're driving a car or being chased. You just have to pull up blockers at the right time, and
or you just sideswipe them, make them flip over bridges.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much,
which inevitably cause more damage to property.
Yeah, basically the best thing to do was just use the hacking mechanic in that game. But no, overall, I thought everything about the gameplay was good. It didn't do anything like great. I thought it did everything well. There was nothing inherently bad about the game. I think just people were expecting something revolutionary, something we'd never seen before in an open world game, and it just out.
And for me, it felt like you got Grand Theft Auto mixed with Saints Row. Like it was urban realism, like like all of GTA, but the driving and shooting mechanics and stuff like that were more Saints Row.
I thought the shooting mechanic was more closer to Uncharted, where it was it was a cover system. And Saints Row was really kind of campy. Like there was no cover mechanic. There was you could take 600 bullets.
Oh, there was a cover mechanic.
Yeah, there was. No, I thought the shooting mechanic was much better than GTA 5, though, where GTA 5 relied heavily on auto aim. And this game I thought was very much comparable to like the Uncharted, where you can the duck and covering. The covering system relies heavily on the covering system.
Oh, see, the thing about that though is like you don't really need the cover when you go into that slow motion.
Yeah.
Or a bullet time or whatever with your like my pistol does like a full is like a Devil May Cry pistol or fires 6 bullets at one time, and you go into slow motion, fire it, and you can kill all of them by the time they fucking have a chance.
Yeah,
to
the
shoot
bullet time can make the shooting a lot easier, especially like you can like hack people's like bank accounts with your phone. And before I even got to Act 2 of the game, I had all the 5-star weapons, so I had everything
crazy with that type of like ability to do that from the get go.
Yeah, and I mean it was.
Oh, and there's a perk that you can get in the game for hacking that makes it where you can get more money out of
there's actually
accounts.
two. There's 2 levels. There's like where you can actually get where it doubles it and then it doubles it again for hacking. So yeah, I actually that was one of the first ones I got because I didn't know. I figured with being so easy to get money that everything would be really expensive in that game. It's not. Like you get like $200,000, which isn't really hard in that game. You have all the best weapons.
And if you basically all you really need to do is just if you pre-order the game, you got a 3-star or you got a 2-star assault rifle, a 5-star pistol, which is the one I was talking about, and a silent pistol. Which if you go with the silent pistol, you don't really need anything else.
Like I had that, but I bought like all the 5-star stuff anyways. But like I mainly just used the silencer pistol, the assault rifle, and the grenade launcher, and that's how 90% of the game was done through that. But no, I mean, I want to jump into the story a little bit. So the story is you play as Aiden Pierce, and you had like another friend that was a hacker. You're both hackers, Damien, and you do this job, and like you hack like these big wigs account. I think you're just trying to take money from them, and like you get caught like trying to do it. As far as the point, they find out someone's trying to hack them, and so the people that the person that got hacked, and he wants revenge, so he hires a hitman to kill you, and ends up causing a car accident, and your like 8-year-old niece dies from the car accident. So it's basically a game about Aiden wants to find out everybody that he wants
revenge for someone.
So basically he did something bad, and someone else, like his niece, paid the price for his crime. And he just wants revenge on anybody that was involved in it whatsoever. And there's like, the story is pretty good, I thought, but there like I kind of saw like some of the big twists from a mile away. Like you find out like, so there was a second hack, someone else hacked. So the person that hired the hitman got another hacker to find out who hacked him, and so they find out Aiden and Damien were the ones that hacked him. So basically, he wants to find out who the hacker was that gave up their identity, and you can like you're trying to like one of the big like the first half of the game is trying to figure out who that is, and it's pretty obvious as soon as you find out about the second hacker who it is. So there was that. I thought once you got to Act 4,
let me guess, I haven't finished it, and so this isn't a spoiler, or this is technically a spoiler, but it's just a straight up guess. Claire.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah. Like you immediately find out. Like,
I'm not even that far
I
into
literally
it.
found. I literally guessed it the moment they mentioned it. Like, who was this woman? I'm like, well, there's only one woman in the game so far, or two. There's his sister, but you know the sister wasn't hacking anything. So
yeah, she's trying to fucking get you to stop
so
doing
you
that
knew
shit.
right away it was spoiler. You find that out like the first third or halfway through the game.
Like, I haven't even completed Act 1 yet. I got to the part where you met Damien and he's a cripple.
And basically, so they went after Damien too. And so what happens is the big story is Aiden's sister gets kidnapped by Damien, or Damien hires people to kidnap Aiden's sister, and basically to make Aiden find out who these people were, because he wants revenge as well. And that's a big game, is just extra motivation he needs to figure out who did it. And I thought once you got to Act 4, which is like probably the last... Act 4 and 5 is like the last like 9 missions of the game. So probably like the last... No, maybe about 9. So like the last 30% of the missions. I thought the story and just the gameplay itself kind of got repetitive outside of the hacking. But basically the mission, there's just like, you do the same 4 missions over and over again. There's basically like, and even the side missions are the exact same 4 missions you do. There's a gang hideout. You have to go and take out all the people in this area to get something. Right. There's the enemy, the criminal convoy, where they're trying to transport something in a vehicle. Sure. And you have to go stop that vehicle. And then there's one where you have to go hack a CTOS, which is the people that pretty much the entire city of Chicago is wired like through the internet, and they have cameras everywhere, and everything is just like online. So you have to go there and hack CTOS bases. And then I can't remember the other one, but there's the 4 main ones, and you just do those same 4 missions.
You know what?
36 times.
You know what, Tyler? What this kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me. It gives me a flashback of Spider-Man 2 for the GameCube, PS2, Xbox, back that generation, because that was the biggest part of that problem I had with that game, because it was almost the exact same type of like a mission structure that I had to do. You know, I would either be going trying to deliver pizzas, I'd be trying to help some old lady or some like some kid or something to get his damn balloon, or like help a construction worker who conveniently somehow misplaced or like missed the time to step and is like now suspended from a damn skyscraper. You know, just all those random elements. And what you're describing to me right now just sounds like what I hated most about those type of open world games. You know,
and I was comparing it to the Assassin's Creed 1 in this standpoint, where the biggest issue with Assassin's Creed 1 everybody had with it was the fact that the combat was pretty repetitive, but also the missions were extremely repetitive. That one, you had 3 missions, and that was it. Like, follow somebody, eavesdrop on somebody, kill somebody. Those are the 3 missions. And this is more the same, where, I mean, I think if they can go back, I imagine there's going to be a Watch Dogs 2.
There's gonna be.
If they can do what they did with Assassin's Creed 1 and turn it to Assassin's Creed 2, I think this could be fantastic. I'm still excited. I still look forward to the future of Watch Dogs, but I thought once I got to like out, I mean, put about 25 hours into this game. Once Act 4 came along, the story just kind of got really stupid. And like they didn't really and you just kind of like, okay, I'm doing these same missions over and over again. Okay. I just did a bunch of side missions, which are the exact same thing as the main missions. Right. And like the last 3 missions in themselves are just like, we don't know how to end this game, so we're just gonna make it extremely hard and just throw everything at you.
So pretty much,
let's throw you the brick wall that we were trying to promote.
So pretty much, what you're saying is, let's take it in this regards though. If this game were like about 5 hours shorter, would that have been a better game?
No. Well, I mean, I guess if you cut out some of the main missions, because some like there's like a whole all of Act 3 could just go away. Yeah. Because like you get the big thing you want. I'm a little spoilerish. I'm not gonna tell what happened, but basically the thing you want, you get. Like you want like this thing that has like everybody's secret. You get it, and basically as soon as you get it, another hacker hacks into you and he takes the information. So all of Act 3 is getting it back, and that whole storyline could have just gone away. So if they just took Act 3 and just made had Act 1, 2, made 4, 3, and made 5, 4, I think the game probably would have been a lot better.
Oh, but I see.
Let's say there's the story is told in 5 acts. Is the rise, the plot, the climax, which suddenly betrayal starts to happen, then the fall, then the end.
And I mean, I still say this is a game. If you don't have anything to play right now and you have like a PS4, I'd say check it out. But this isn't a must buy right now. I would say if you see, it's still a very much enjoyable game. And like I said, if you think you're gonna enjoy the hacking in this game. And I really did. That's what got me through this whole game was the hacking mechanic. I think you'll really enjoy this game. I would say if you see it out there for $30, $40, definitely go out and pick it up. I think it's
And once it hits the $20 shelves, make sure it's not on the shelf anymore.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this is. I put it like I put it slightly higher than Infamous Second Son. I think, but I mean not by much. And I was like I said, Infamous. If you see it for $30, definitely pick it up. But it's not a must buy right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, do you have anything else to say about Knuckles?
No. I did delve into the multiplayer, and I did enjoy the 1v1. Well, of course, if you're trolling the people, it's fun. If you're the one being trolled, not so much. Yeah, like, if you're playing multiplayer, you're basically safe up until about... If you're smart, you're basically safe until around 90%. Yep. And once it hits 90%, the area of effect is so low that they can spot
basically
you.
Every 10% you hack of them, the bubble that you're in, that it basically tells the computer, it tells the person you're hacking, like it gives you this big bubble where they're at, and every 10% the bubble gets smaller and smaller.
Yeah, and I was playing it like my first time, got to 93%. Mm-hmm. I was like, alright, I'm just sitting in my car, driving. He finds me. That's great. Well, throughout that, before that 90%, I was being so fucking stupid. I was sitting in the red light. It's like, red light turns green. Well, fuck, I have to go. Or else he'll see me. Well, I'll drive. Oh, crap, well, I'm driving out of the area. So, in the middle of the middle of 2-lane road, I do a U-turn. Fucker does not see me make that U-turn. And then I go sit at the red light again. Well, this time, I'm not going to go. So I sat at the green light. Car's talking to me, telling me to fuck off and everything. I'm just sitting here, wait for it turns red again. Well, eventually, I just get out of my car, still at this intersection, by the way. Get out and just start walking off. Well, eventually, I just stop walking, stand still, hits 97%. Well, the guy's in his car now. He sees me. He drives, hits me, I roll out of the way. I unload into him. I know he couldn't shoot me because you can't shoot out of a car. So I just steal a car and drive off, hit a bridge, hack the bridge, make it go up, jump over the bridge, out, I'm gone.
Which I still say that's pretty darn awesome, though.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's funny when you're doing hacking, but if you're being hacked, it's just an annoyance because you could be on your way to a mission to start an actual mission, but once you hit the button, it's like you're being invaded.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. Like if someone invades your game, like you can't like block it.
You're obligated to have to stop the game, stop them.
So I just kind of avoided. Like basically, I was gonna try it, and I was kind of listening to people talk about it. Like I just didn't seem like something I'd waste my time on, so I just avoided that one.
The 1v1 part's fun, but when you're in the 8-person free mode, it's pretty fucking lame because it's like I say, you can't shoot at cars. You can't do pretty much any of that GTA shit. All you can do is hack. And the only way you can kill someone if you go back into your story mode and turn on fixer killing. And from me and this guy were shooting at each other for probably about 10 minutes. We didn't know what the fuck was going on. It was like, okay, what the fuck? You're not dying. Is it slag? No, you're moving clearly. Alright, well, I just stopped shooting. He shot at me for another 5 minutes. Got in my car, ran him over. He's like, well, fuck, he's not dying. And I just drove off. And it was like, alright, yeah, it's ridiculous. It's basically open world.
Yeah, Ubisoft's not well known for their great multiplayer games.
Yeah.
Lately, anyways.
The Assassin's Creed multiplayer is fun, where you're hiding and you have to find your target. It's fun
for a little bit, but after I got bored of it after a few hours.
Yeah, it's like everyone has to find. You have to sync up and find everyone's target, and then you have to do it at the same time.
Yeah, but after a while, you're just kind of walking in circles.
Yeah, or of course you're doing that anyway because the maps are so fucking small.
You're basically it's a little area. That's I got bored of that after a little bit.
But yeah, what else have you been playing?
I played Mario Kart 8, but I don't really have a lot to say on it. I have a couple things to talk about, but I was gonna let Jack do most of the talking on that one.
All right, so that's pretty much what all you've been playing, pretty much.
Yeah, I'll
That's pretty much the side.
Pretty much. I think that's pretty much all I've been playing. I mean, I'll pretty much jump in a little bit when you talk about Mario Kart 8, pretty much. But yeah, pretty much that's it. So pretty much you can take over, Jack. Pretty much.
Peter Dinklage. Anyway.
There goes our audio.
Peter. God.
So basically what I've been playing, I've played a lot of Mario Kart 8. And when I mean a lot, I mean over 20 hours worth.
Oh, you passed me somehow. I was at 18.
But most of my playtime has been really just focusing upon getting 3 stars in all the various cups. So as of right now, I've gone through all of 50cc and 100cc, got 3 stars for like all those courses. And I'm still working a little bit here and there with the 150cc and the mirror courses because those are freaking hard as hell. Mm-hmm. But I've also been trying to get into the single like time trials because some of those time trials are really fun just to do because the people of the ghost data, they teach you a lot of the various little tricks and the turns and stuff that you can actually make inside the tracks and stuff. So you'll learn secrets, you'll learn different shortcuts, you'll learn how to boost at a certain corner. It's just really cool just to race off against these supposed like Nintendo employees from around the world and stuff. But what I really loved most about this game is it's just so damn addicting. I mean, I've played through the entire, like, I've played every character, right? And I've gotten first place with all of them. I've collected 70 out of the 90 stamps that's available. And the multiplayer, my god, the multiplayer, I believe that it's pretty damn good. You know, when you have an actual, like, if you actually manage to get a group of people that you want to play with, because, like I was just saying, like, with Gingerboy last night when we were trying to talk about this, was, you know, the multiplayer, it's fine though, but you don't have much in communication because it's like pre-lobby or even after like the match and stuff. You can talk to your like friends, but oh boy.
Yeah, like so the issues I had with it was a buddy and I, we both got it and we were gonna like, oh, we're gonna play together, and then like, so we set up a time to play, and I'm like, oh cool, Jack's on, he's playing Mario Kart 8 too. So I sent you there's no like invite system, so I'm like, oh, I'll just send him a message. I sent him a message, but the Wii U doesn't inform you when you get a message. So
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. What I thought might have happened and stuff. I was playing up on the Pro controller on my TV, right, while you guys were doing that. Sometimes the Wii U, the gamepad controller, sometimes it gives a little notification upon the home button, like the button will actually flash, right, blue. So yeah. I think what may have happened is you Gingerboy, you obviously sent me an invitation because I saw it later after I was done. But but what happened? I think what it was I just didn't look at the gamepad because it was already like charging right beside my bed, and I was just playing the Pro controller.
Yeah, and that's an issue. I mean, like you look at like the PlayStation or the Xbox has, like when you get like someone sends you a message or an invite, it pops up on your screen. Really, the most the Wii U will do is that the home button on the gamepad will flash blue.
Yep.
And that's like, and it's not even like a major, like a big flash.
Yep.
Just kind of like just kind of flash. Slowly.
No notifications, no like a little prompt saying, "Oh, hey, you want to join your friend doing this?" No, nothing like that.
Yeah, like no. So he didn't even know about it till like the next day. And then, so a buddy and I, we got into a game. I mean, the game itself, racing, worked great. We didn't have any issues there. You can do tournaments. You can do battle mode. You can just do just human player races. You can all kinds. So that was great as far as the gameplay went. My major issues were like the only time we could actually chat with each other was before and after the races in the lobby.
Yes.
But as soon as we selected our maps, you got cut off. So it didn't even like, it wasn't like, all right, countdown to the race, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As soon as the track was selected, all right, cut off. So we'd be in the middle of a conversation. I'd be mid-sentence.
Oh.
And it's like, hey, man, that was really cool. We did. And that's it. And like, you're loading to the next thing. And I don't know. I mean, it's just, that's something we had on the original Xbox in 2003.
I know.
I remember chatting with people playing Star Wars Battlefront. You know, like on
just
like 2002.
It's just Nintendo's just so slow in terms of like integrating this certain like online features that are just so common nowadays with Microsoft's consoles and Sony's consoles. But
I'm hoping. I really do like. I am concerned about Smash Brothers now because if that's what it's like on Smash Brothers, that's really gonna hurt the game for me. Because one of the things I'm most looking forward to, other than
well, see, for us, it's not really that big of a deal. We can just
that's
I mean,
true.
I don't really want to have I don't want to have to sit at my computer chair with Skype open while I'm playing. I want to just be able to like sit back on my chair or lay back on my bed like I normally do when I play games, and just like chat on the console itself.
For real quick, I know this doesn't really apply to you, Gingerboy, but
Yeah.
Jack, how close to your Wii U is your Xbox One? Spoiler alert: he got an Xbox One.
Well, actually, they're pretty damn close together. My room is very small, so I have my computer, my thing.
For Jack, all he has to do is just hop on Xbox and log into
Yeah, that's
Skype.
very true. That's very true.
That's true.
No.
I know, but it's
I'm not laughing at that. My Xbox One is turned on.
That's hilarious.
Is Aaron Paul commercial on TV right now?
Guys,
Ha,
it's the curse of
funny.
Peter Dinklage.
No.
I think Peter Dinklage has got to be your episode title, right?
The curse of Peter Dinklage. That's
The Curse
what
of
it should
Peter
be.
Dinklage.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, monotone Peter Dinklage.
And no, we're not gonna do that. Peter Dinklage, I know you're searching for your name on the internet. I know this is gonna come up. We are not talking negative about you. We love you. Can you give us an autograph or maybe?
Can I be an extra on season 5 of Game of Thrones?
Can I be an extra in your next small project?
Oh, dude, don't bring up the fact that he's a midget. Come on, man. Oh, God.
Oh,
You're really mean. You know that?
You said it. God.
but
You brought up the
You
site,
said
man.
small.
but
I meant movie project. This small movie
I said it
project. is
again.
about-
but anyway, let's get
You're an
back on
asshole.
track here.
You're
I mean,
straight
I've been
asshole.
playing more than just Mario Kart 8, obviously, and just like what Knuckles was saying, yes, I did get an Xbox One. I did trade in a bunch of stuff that I wasn't going to play anymore, and I ended up getting it for like about $50-something, so that's a good deal for me. But
51 to be exact.
yeah, 51. Yeah, but I got a chance to play at least a few, maybe like an hour or two of like Killer Instinct last night. And I gotta say, I really do love the feel of it. It really is like reminiscent to the classic Killer Instinct on Super Nintendo. The combos are all intact. I mean, there's a bunch of like this random craziness that just goes on there. The game looks absolutely crisp. I mean, it sucks though that I haven't paid for the full version yet, but I'm like playing as Orchid right now, and she just controls almost exactly like how she did like back in that generation, but obviously with new moves, new specials and stuff, and holy crap.
Are you going to invest in the $100 arcade stick?
Oh, hell no. I like controllers.
Oh, you don't want
Well,
that
that's
realism?
the thing though.
Or the arcade
Well, you know what?
flashback?
The arcade whole flashback with me, I've never really played many arcade, like, fighting games in the arcade. Maybe Street Fighter 2 here and there. But the last time I had an arcade stick, which was for the 360, and it was for Tekken 6, yeah, I could not get used to it. But, yeah, enough about my failings as a fighting gamer here. Anyway, Killer Instinct itself, it has... For the free mode, it actually has pretty, like, it actually has a lot of features in it. You know, the arcade mode, the time trials. It's basically nearly a full game, only difference is you only have access to one character since it's free, unless you invest in either the $20 version, which you unlock all the characters and stuff, or the $40 version, which not only gets you all the characters and all the little costumes, I think, but it also lets you be able to play the original Killer Instinct, you know, in all its full... like 2D like ish glories,
16-bit glory awesomeness.
Yeah. So you know what? Overall, though, the game really plays great. I'm enjoying it, and I'm highly thinking about purchasing it in the future. But anyway, that's all I've been playing, though. Knuckles, what you been playing?
Well, you're about to hear me get angry, like, and that comes from 2005. where I just recently went back and played Halo 2 online through Xbox Connect.
With the
not the camera voice add-on for the new Xbox.
Connect with the C.
Computer, connect with the C and O and N. Well, it's for those who don't know about Xbox Connect, it is a program that you could download for your computer that allows your computer to allows your Xbox to think that it's playing in a system link when you're actually playing online. And which, if you don't know, Xbox Live for the original console went down about 2010. But it was around sometimes the Reach beta, that's all I know. But when I played that, I went back, played Halo 2 because fuckers on Halo 4 keep saying that Halo 2 is the best, still the best Halo, yet for some reason they're still playing Halo 4. Which I guess they don't see the irony in that. That's where I'm getting to. Went back, the game is dark. The game is dull colored. The game isn't that fun. Went back, this guy had a lobby on for probably about a couple hours because his kill count was up in the 400s.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and
Modder
it was
alert.
like, okay, obviously, no, it wasn't because you can change settings in Halo 2. Well, get into this game. I play it, get 50-something kills before I decide to quit. And every Spartan is a dull color. You play it on a map called Midship. For all you MLG fans, you all know what that is. For you two, it is a piece of shit map that's just nothing but purple and dark purple.
Huh.
Which, if you're a dark color Spartan, congratulations, you can't be fucking seen.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yes, and if you're a light color Spartan like I was, which was a light green, pow, headshot, pow, headshot, pow, headshot, pow, headshot. That went on for about 50 minutes. Before I said, fuck it, I'm just going to get enough kill. I put up my back screen, saw the scoreboard, 400 and something, 230, 180. Alright, see the people that have left, 238, 148, 53. Alright, well, I'm just going to make sure I get 54 kills, so I'm not the person that leaves out of this game with the lowest kill count. Well, got to 54, quit, haven't went back to it since. Went back to Halo 4, now cuss out everyone who says Halo 2 is better. When they're playing Halo 4. And the only reason people go back to that now, people were talking in their lobbies, like, yeah, this game only usually has about 1 or 2 lobbies on now. You can get on there and see like 12. And it's like everyone's just coming back to rust off of Halo 2 for the anniversary edition. It's like, yeah, that's pretty much it. Not me though, because I know Halo 4 is a better game. Yep. So all you fuckheads out there that says Halo 2 is better, go play it now. Don't wait for the anniversary edition. And for those that are playing it now and saying fuck the Halo 4, congratulations, you kept for a 12-year-old game?
It was just
2004. I thought it was
a 10-year-old game. It's gonna be a 10-year-old game.
It might just be Bungie fanboys kind of thing where they don't like, was it 314 or
343? Which, if people did their check their facts, 343 is made of remnants of Bungie. That stayed
and
on
also,
Microsoft.
I mean, we discussed this yesterday in the greatest podcast that was never heard.
It's just nostalgia.
The tribute to the greatest podcast of all time.
Never heard.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, but it is nostalgia. But I do like the maps from Halo 2, and once the anniversary edition comes out, where every map is available from the get-go, I know people are going to say, "Dude, they've ruined fucking Halo 2." No, that's just what Halo 2 was.
Maybe they'll fix the lighting, and you can actually see everybody.
Yeah, see, there's a map called Blood Gulch from Halo 1 that everyone loves. And if you're a fan of Red vs. Blue, the first 5 seasons take place there. Well, Coagulation is the Halo 2 version of it. Well, since they experimented with lighting, there's this entire dirt wall behind Red Base, which the shadow of that wall casts all over Red Base and makes it dark as hell when Blue Base is lit up like a fucking Roman candle. And if you're on that wall and you're on a dark color, you pretty much can't be seen unless you're playing with a Halo 2 experienced player.
Well, at least this time with the remastered stuff, it's going to be a bit better just to see things.
Everything will look the same, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything will be great. But speaking of that, there's this. I'm going to be fixing up this series I had from back in Halo 3. But since every map is going to be, I waited till now. I'm going to be waiting till this game comes out. That way I can play on every map. I can forge every map and make the world my own.
That does sound cool.
And hopefully that series will start maybe a week or maybe about a month after the anniversary edition comes
November
out.
11th.
So maybe around January is when the series will be coming out. I'll start filming the series.
Okay.
The first quarter of the season has already been written down. Has already been scripted and everything.
We edited out all the gay porn stuff, and it's coming together pretty good.
He jokes, but he doesn't know. I left the gay porn in.
Crap.
No, bro, there is no gay porn. Comedy, a lot of action, and hopefully everyone will enjoy it when it comes out.
Yeah. Peter Dinklage won't be there.
I'll see what I can do. Maybe I can get Peter Dinklage, but maybe I'll just cut lines from
be
Game
better
of
than his
Thrones.
acting from Destiny.
He had me killed. Yeah, I'll make sure to cut that line in there a couple times. It'll be great. And if you're interested in doing a possible voiceover, email me just at jacobmorgan@drunk-nerds.com. We'll see if you have the guts to voice record. And make sure, please, if you have any accents that you can do, make sure to list those. That's pretty
I do a pretty good ginger accent, so I mean...
He does it now!
It's pretty much all I'm good at.
See, when I'm talking about accent, I'm talking about Russian, maybe Irish. Stuff like that. Maybe a
Pig
UK
Latin.
accent. Pig Latin. No, Pig Latin. Pig Latin will be will be banned, and we.
I'm fluent in Braille. I'm pretty good.
Yeah, we're gonna have a Braille Spartan,
Bump, 2 bumps.
and he's gonna be the team stopper. If you don't know what that is, ask your parents. What people who usually read Braille. Yeah, but another game I've been playing is I went back to Yu-Gi-Oh! MD. Yeah, Yugi is now a doctor. I think I made that joke a couple times before.
Is House in this one too? Is he the main bad guy?
Does Yugi have to find the cure and stuff by like summoning his Egyptian god card and stuff like that and giving the little boy medicine?
Yeah, he has to go relive ancient Egypt to find the cure for
Instead of
polio.
Kaiba's like that rivaling doctor and stuff like that. You can't do this, blah blah blah. This is why?
It is against the code of ethics.
Roadhouse.
No, but I beat the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series of it. Now I moved on to the GX. Got to the part in GX where you, instead of fighting people, you fight the monsters.
Oh.
Because apparently monsters in Yu-Gi came to life in GX.
Yeah. You know what? I think I kind of remember that for some reason. I didn't watch the series, but
I don't know.
the cards.
I had I had to fight a character named Yubel, which sounded familiar. So once I loaded up the game, he started playing Yubel monsters. It's like, yep, this is a character. I'm fighting a monster from the game. No, this didn't happen once. This happened twice. I beat Ubel and then I moved on to the next bracket. The boss in that bracket was another fucking monster. From the card game. And I was like, what the fuck? Did you run out of characters? You run out of people you can make into this game.
They just ran out of wacky hairstyles, so they just started throwing monsters in there.
Yeah, pretty much. Thank you, Konami. I do love the game, though. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing. I'm sad that I'm dueling monsters with monsters that play themselves in the deck. That's awesome.
Okay, well that's about it for wrapping up what we've been playing and stuff. So let's get into the actual topics. So let's see.
All 2 of them.
Yeah, all 2 of them. Well, let's see. This is kind of breaking news that pretty much happened yesterday here with GTA 5. The heists have actually been delayed even further.
Again.
This is like the Duke Nukem of the Grand Theft Auto world.
And now it's got to go to different development teams and all of a sudden different stuff.
Now, hopefully they'll have it out before. I was talking to this last night with a couple people. Hopefully, the heist will be out before the Xbox One, PC, and PS4.
Yeah,
I can see them launching the same day. Actually,
I know.
Or if they do, it's going to kill the sales of the upgraded versions. Like, all right, you promised that they were going to be on the previous platforms like soon. You can push them back. Now they're coming out when the new console versions are.
I mean, soon is a very loose term. Soon could be, Grand Theft Auto 9 or next fall.
No, soon is supposed to be soon, not
it's
a year
soon,
from now.
not soon. Not that type of things. Well,
2.0 is not 8.
Not as soon with 8.
Well, maybe these type of heists and stuff. Maybe they'll be able to throw feces and stuff like Duke Nukem forever.
Mm-hmm.
No, but instead of character, I'm okay. I want the fucking heist just so people can shut the fuck up about it. But I'm not gonna buy an upgraded version with content that's supposed to be out on the previous versions.
Right.
But also, I can see how it's gonna hurt the sales a lot.
Yeah.
It's like you're promising stuff for this game. The promises you've made before haven't been kept yet.
And it also sounds like the game. The rumor is it was a leak from Amazon, but it's not confirmed. October 28th is the release date, which we talked about last week a little bit. There's 98 games coming out in October. So
yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, which we don't really need another one.
Yeah.
But what I want to take my own character that I spent time with, I'm over 100 levels in. Spent time. I've dedicated time to this character. I've done missions for Lester. I've done missions for Trevor. I want to be able to import my character into the offline mode for GTA, where when you bring people onto your heist, then I want my character to be a part of that. To be a part of that world. Maybe not even a huge percentage. Maybe just 5%. That 5% of earnings go to that character. And which would be great, because if you just do heist on single player, you can bring in your online character. It's like Lester usually talks about the people that you're about to bring on your heist, like Packy from GTA 4, the bank robber, the guy who did hosted the bank robbery mission in GTA 4. You could have as a character to join you in your heist.
That'd be cool.
And Lester says, I don't know much about this guy, but he ran a crew up in Liberty City, and they robbed a bank and got away with it clean. Well, clean, I mean, killed a bunch of fucking cops.
GTA 4.
But,
anyway.
Yeah. But, yeah, just being able to, bring your online character, because would have been great, because even in the wheel, you can show, you see the wheel. According to the wheel, according to the game, your character is supposed to be a major part of that story. And your character has a story on its own, which the online part is not that great. You can do missions and stuff, but it'd be great. It's like, hey, I remember you. You did big work for me. Something like Trevor would say that to him.
And he just kicks him in the balls till he dies.
No, I would hope not. That'd be a sad end for my character.
Go through all that random shit, only
yes.
be kicked in the nuts and died.
Oh, is this Modern Warfare 2? You kill all these people, and it's like, okay, tell the FBI I said hello. Bam.
So how did they know? Anyway, for our next topic and stuff like that, we, Gingerboy and myself, we made kind of a little bit of a trade, like, a couple weeks ago. I had bought an extra copy of Mario Kart 8, and in having done so, I had an extra code that was good for, like, getting one of 4, like, free Wii U games. But since I had already redeemed my first one, and there was nothing else that I really wanted to get from there that I didn't already have, I decided to propose, okay, I'll give it to him if he gets me Skyrim for PC.
Jack proposed to me, and I said yes.
Yay!
Well, maybe not exactly that way, but he got what he wanted, I got what I wanted.
I pronounce y'all man and wife. You may kiss the husband.
Anyway.
Oh, congratulations, y'all married now since I'm going to register ordained. I'm ordained.
I never said I do.
You said you said yes.
I edit this show. I can take this out. I
You
probably
won't.
won't. No, you're right.
Episode 52, Tyler comes out of the closet. Anyway.
No,
Perhaps it was Ginger in the closet this whole
no,
time.
it's episode 2, the United Marriage.
Yes, I believe it is legal in Washington. Can you
the red
can
wedding.
you do cross-state marriages? I don't know.
Oh, well, what?
If y'all both consent and gay marriage is legal in Washington, I think.
In Iowa.
And Iowa.
Yep.
Y'all are
I
married.
believe Iowa's the first state. But yeah, anyway, so Jack proposed a trade. So he said, "You buy me Skyrim on Steam, and I'll give you my code." And I said yes, and I got Pikmin 3 and a engagement ring.
And ironically, it's made
you
of
should be
Doritos.
happy. 'Cause-
Yeah, it's Doritos. It's actually a Mountain Dew and Dorito can.
Hey, you should be happy. He actually had to go on a huge quest to find that engagement ring.
Yeah.
That's a Skyrim reference for everyone. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, he was gonna get down on one knee, but he took an arrow to the knee, so he wasn't able to.
He was already on one.
Yeah, he was already on one. Yeah, no. So I got Pikmin 3.
And then someone stole the sweet roll, and it was a huge ordeal.
No. So I got Pikmin 3. No, I thought it was a pretty good deal. I just wanted to say thank you, Jack,
Yeah, no problem.
for the awesome deal and the beautiful sparkly engagement ring.
Speaking of Skyrim, it is $23 for the entire collection.
I
now,
know.
thanks to the Steam summer
And it's actually
sale.
$10 now. Just standalone.
Yeah, I bought it for 20, and I would have gladly spent an extra $4 and got you the whole thing.
I know.
So.
I know, but that code was only good for a limited time, too.
I know you love me that much.
I'm willing to prop down $24 for a $50 game.
Well, you know what? Speaking of Gingerboy and his kind of uninvited vows and stuff like that, apparently he got a chance to play the new Super Smash Brothers at Best Buy. So how was that?
It was amazing. I'm just gonna come out and say that right now as I come out of the closet. Wow, this is getting really weird. Peter Dinklage. Peter Dinklage.
The
Back
curse
to
of Peter Dinklage strikes again. Anyway.
No. So, anyways, I went to the Nintendo had their Best Buy event again. We get to go play. This time, we have to go play Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. And I guess some of them had the 3DS there, but unfortunately, they didn't have. The one I was at didn't have the 3DS version.
Aw.
But no, so we got there. So it started at 4:00, and I didn't get off work till 3:30. But luckily, my friend had the day off, and he got there like 3:15, and hopped in line. And we still waited about an hour and a half to play this game.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, but the wait was worth it. So what we got to do was, we were kind of BSing with these two guys that were right behind us. And they're pretty cool guys. They didn't have a Wii U yet, but they were really big in the Melee and Brawl, and we just BS with them quite a bit about the older games. And so we actually never get to play with them. We had to do 2-minute games. Best overall score wins. And the first, I wanted to just do some. They had 20 characters and like 8 maps, and we just decided to do random on both maps. But I wanted to play as a couple different characters, some of the new characters. So the first game I played is Little Mac. Mm-hmm. He is a extremely powerful character when he's on the ground.
Yeah.
He does like some killer 3, 4, 5 punch combos, and you can feel when you hit him and you hit those combos, you can feel it, and you can like they go like the guys go flying. But if he leaves the ground and he goes into the air, you're done for, because he loses all of his power, all his momentum, and he just basically becomes a ragdoll. And like once you get hit, you go flying, and he doesn't have a lot of jump. So if you get knocked over the edge, you ain't gonna.
He can't fly back from off screen.
He's not gonna make it back unless you got knocked way up into the air. You're not gonna make it back, and even if you get knocked way up in there, you might not make it back. So that game, I finished 4th in that one. I think I got like 1 KO, but I was like a -3 in that game.
Right.
But next game, I decided once again I want to do a different character. So I decided to do Wii Fit Trainer, and just. And we ended up being on the Little Mac stage, which is like it's a boxing ring. It's got 2 entrances on. It's got entrance ramp on both sides, and above it has a It's like the lighting fixture like you'd see at like a lot of wrestling events or boxing events or UFC events, and like you can actually jump on top of there and you can like hit the ropes and knock it down and onto the ring, and it can like it does a lot of damage to the people if you're in the ring. If it falls on you, it can do a lot of damage. So we did that, and Wii Fit Trainer is actually pretty good. Like it does a lot of generic moves. Nothing like I only played it for 2 minutes, so I didn't get the chance to, like I couldn't get it like find all the really great combos and moves it can do. But we actually went to which is pretty rare in Smash Brothers. We went to a sudden death where everybody starts at 300%, and really if you get hit by a one pretty decent move, you're eliminated. So what happened? We got into it was a 3-way sudden death. And
you got to 3-way.
Yeah, Jack wasn't there. Sorry, Jack.
Yeah.
Your new husband wasn't there with you joining that 3-way.
It was the bachelor party. No, so we got to the sudden death, and I'm like we're all like, holy crap, sudden death, and we didn't know who was in it, so we're like all trying to figure out if we were in it or not, and like you can kind of hear people like. So the people were like around us watching the game, like after they played, or they just kind of waiting in line or watching us play. And you can hear people going, "Holy crap, sudden death!" Because it doesn't happen very often, sudden death. So we're like, "Oh man!" Like you felt the pressure immediately. So I'm like, "All right, you know what? I'm gonna let you two guys fight it out. I'm gonna jump up." So I just jumped up on top of the lighting fixture. I'm gonna let you two guys go. And but when I said that, I gave away my strategy. And like, all right, well we're gonna eliminate you. So one of the guys like jumped up and tried to hit me. But I jumped and he missed me.
And countered it?
No, I jumped in the air. So when he tried to do like an up kick. He missed, and on the way down, the other guy hit him, knocked him up into me. I kicked him, eliminated him. As I jumped down, the other guy was Mega Man. He shot like his the gun at me, his little blaster, and just missed me. And I just do this back kick and eliminate him. And I just do this I'm like yeah, and I like scream and I do like this weird like flex thing, like I just
establishing your dominance, becoming the alpha male.
Yes, I peed on everybody.
And if you were listening to what we recorded yesterday, you heard me do a Macho Man impression,
yeah,
which I'm not gonna do.
Yeah, so it was like really like a really corny like cheesy like 80s thing like. Hulk Hogan like flex thing. It was really stupid, but I felt really awesome. And we so the four of us we actually we were kind of discussing in the parking lot afterwards like what we thought about the game. And I thought my buddy that I went with said it best. He said I felt too slow for that game. And what we meant by that was like it was so hectic. I don't know if it was just like adrenaline or nervousness because we've been waiting to play this game for an hour and a half. Or maybe it's just the game's a little more faster paced, or what? Maybe it was we were using Pro controllers, we weren't using GameCube controllers, we weren't using the gamepad. I don't know. It could be a combination of all these things. But no, it was a very hectic 2 minutes, and we were just kind of like I was just mashing buttons at this point. I was playing with new characters first off, but they were playing as like my buddy was playing as a couple. He's played I think as Link and Bowser.
Yeah.
So some characters kind of some of the same move sets. and we just it was totally much more fast paced. But no, I can't. I thought the game lived up. It blew away my expectations going into it, and I can't wait for this game to come out. But no, it was a lot. It was very much a fun experience. And Jackie Boy, I'm sorry that the closest Best Buy to you is like 300 hours away.
300 hours.
So you couldn't experience this game.
You should definitely move to Seattle or Vancouver.
I wish
area.
I could. But
all the poutine in Vancouver.
I meant Vancouver, Washington.
Oh,
anyway,
I meant Canada.
But anyway, that's pretty awesome though, Gingerboy. It's like, yeah, man, I've seen a lot of clips of it, and I really want to play it. I really want to play the 3DS one as well because that looks awesome. But yeah, I'll have to wait till October, November for that respected stuff. But anyway,
I'm buying both.
Let's go ahead and just start wrapping up with like having our like a last topic here: the Knuckles Challenge and Writing Grind. What is this all about now?
Well, see, the challenge is I basically challenge myself to complete a game, like 100% all the achievements in it, until November, when the big console hits for Xbox One and PS4. And I've started off with GTA. I'm kind of thinking that was a bad move.
There's a lot of stuff in GTA, man.
Yeah, 50 notes that you have to find, 50 alien parts that you have to find. Oh, God. Shit ton of, like, stuff. You do all the Freaks and Strangers missions, which there's about 20 of those. And there's just a shit ton to do in GTA. Luckily, I'm around 68% already. So, hopefully it won't be that hard to find the rest of it won't be that hard to find the collectibles and alien ship I can make. Yeah, hopefully. But after this, I'm going to start on the Halo series, like straight up from Combat Evolved Anniversary to 3 to... Alright, to Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, Halo 3 ODST, Halo 3, Halo 4. Do all 100% of those games, which I've done Halo before. It's not that hard. Then I'm probably going to move on to either Skyrim or Dragon Age 2.
That sounds like really tall orders.
Just do Skyrim. Just
Skyrim's a bitch, and Dragon Age 2 is easy.
But Dragon Age 2 is horrible. We spent hours on this podcast talking about it. Just play Skyrim.
I've done Dragon Age 2 before. I know I can do it. Dragon Age or Skyrim, I don't know if I'll have that be done before November. Because there's a lot of fucking shit in Skyrim. Plus, I have to buy all the expansion all the DLC.
There's nothing really coming out until September for you.
That's very true,
Until Destiny.
So you got a lot of time on your hands, dude.
Yeah, but I've also have edited videos and stuff I have to do too. Plus work and all other bullshit.
That's not
school.
That's not important. No one gives a shit about that. Just play Skyrim.
Yes, getting my completed games up, that's what's important. Not making money and making
not paying the
better
rent.
life for myself.
Priorities, man.
Okay.
All right. Well, anyway, that's gonna about wrapping up for our topics here. Let's just go ahead and just get into my random wrestler of the week, which is kind of a no-brainer considering that the WWE, oh my gosh, they had a freaking spring cleaning like no other during the past week.
Black Thursday.
It's kind of like what Tyler was just saying, Black Thursday. I mean, you had wrestlers like, say, 3MB, 3MB, the whole group and stuff like that. Like, minus, like, Heath Slater, though. I mean, Heath Slater was not fired.
Two of the 3MB.
I know.
Is gone.
So, Jinder Mahal and Drew McIntyre are both gone, obviously. So, Heath Slater returns to being the one-man band, which, okay, that's fine.
He's a one-man band.
But you had other like lesser like superstars that weren't really used that much. The only wrestlers that were used like really all that much recently were Jinder Mahal and Drew McIntyre with 3MB. So you had people like say Brodus Clay and Oksana and like Teddy Long, obviously.
Well, yeah, I can't believe Teddy Long got fired.
I know.
Well, his contract it wasn't really got fired or released. His contract is actually just up. So they just, But actually, Oksana, she got let go on Thursday, but she was on the SmackDown tapings on Tuesday, which aired on Friday.
Wow.
So she was technically when the show happened, she wasn't on a part of the show.
Wow.
And
that's even more shitty.
3MB was on Monday Night Raw, so 3 days later they got let go. So.
Man, but the biggest tragedy of this whole thing was pretty much the release and let go of JTG. Finally, after freaking 6 years and somewhat working in the WWE, finally got laid off.
Evan Bourne got fired too.
Yeah, Evan Bourne got fired too. That's kind of hilarious too, because he was hardly
after his multi-year of fucking
extension.
Yeah.
The last match,
dude, he hadn't wrestled in like 4 years.
No, the last match that Evan Bourne actually wrestled was like January of 2012. So it's a fucking long time. But anyway, you know what? A lot of the wrestler things of the week is just going to be just the entirety of who was released by the WWE this week. So Jinder Mahal, Drew McIntyre, Oksana, Brodus Clay, I don't know about Teddy Long being gone or not, though, but JTG, all that stuff. I mean, it sucks because they lost their jobs, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, they'll live.
You'll see him in TNA in about a month and a half.
No. We're not even sure if TNA will be there for another month and a half, by the way they're doing their shit.
TNA's contract with Spike TV's up in August, so...
Oh my god, I hope that Spike TV
that company's
just gets rid
money.
of that. I just hope they get rid of TNA.
I hope they don't.
You know, just...
I hope they don't, because I want TNA to be around forever. The more wrestling out there, the better it is for wrestling.
I agree with you, but if it's the absolute shittiest of qualities and stuff, oh, dude.
No, the problem is I think TNA has a great roster of talent. I think it's great. I think the more national television of wrestling there is, the better it is, because you got more jobs out there. I think the biggest issue of TNA has always been, and it's I think 13 years of being around, is their creative is horrible, and most of the creative stuff nowadays is just whatever WWE did a month ago.
Yeah, with Dixie Carter and stuff. Jeff Jarrett even left that fucking organization after help founding.
Well, no, he got fired after let go after.
How do you found a fucking company?
I know,
fired,
right?
Well, no, basically 3 months into starting the company, he was broke. So he sold the company to the Carters.
Oh god!
And he was basically still like one of the head guys, but then he started sleeping with Kurt Angle's ex-wife, and then they got married, and
shit,
caused problems. But he's in real life he is legitimately married to Kurt Angle's ex-wife.
That's hilarious.
But no, the last time JTG was used on television actually was September 20th, 2013.
And he got jobbed to Ryback.
Hey, he was collecting paychecks.
No, he lost to Santino Marella.
What? That is the shittiest way to fucking get in the last match. It's like, hey, let's lose to the joke character.
he won one match dating back to 2010.
He hadn't won a match since 2010. Jesus Christ.
He only won one match against Zack Ryder. And that was in 2012. That was the only win he has since 2010.
So, if you're keeping track of the hierarchy at home, everybody, JTG better than Zack Ryder.
That's sad though. He had potential. Him and Chad.
I think the major mistake was they breaking up the damn tag team. They didn't have anything to do with either or, and they just left it on the roster to begin with. But anyway, let's just go ahead and just start wrapping this up right here. So, on YouTube, I have posted a couple of E3 videos. I have not yet done anything Nintendo stuff because there's been a whole lot of content and I haven't gotten around to it yet. But I do have about 2 separate E3 videos, my impressions for Microsoft's press conference and Sony Computer Entertainment's press conferences and stuff on our Drunk Nerds YouTube page. So, obviously go on the YouTube, just start one.
Don't be confused by the Drunk Nerds that hasn't recorded a video podcast in over.
Yes, we're entirely different things, and that's one of the reasons why we're.
Look for Drunk Nerdom on YouTube.
Yeah. So basically, since there's another Drunk Nerds thing, we're in the process of renaming our stuff as well. So it's make it a little bit more easier for you guys.
Which is really hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Coming with a new name that's not already taken is pretty hard.
Yeah, it is. But
Or not even just taken, just has a parked website that you can't really buy because it's fucking $4,000 to buy the domain only.
So unless we want to do some, like, say, a random generator of, like, website names, you know. But
I thought Press X to Reload was a good name, but
well,
was that one of the options you threw out at us?
Yeah, it was one of the first. No, it was one of the first ones that I came up with.
Oh, okay.
I don't even.
I'm gonna edit this out if no one takes it though.
Okay, well, anyway, follow us on Twitter, which is our drunk_nerds. Also, follow us on Facebook here for drunk-nerds, you know. And, Knuckles, do you have a random Twitter follow of the week? Or...
my random Twitter follower of the week is drunk_nerds.
All right.
We need followers on there. And, if you want me to throw an extra one, Knuckles_DN. I'm 5 away from 500.
I blocked him.
Yeah.
And anyway, people, just go...
And also, just go ahead and hold on real quick. I'm gonna make this quad twit. Follow at Gingerboy DN. I think it's all one word.
_DN.
_DN and Jack of
Also,
Hearts.
yeah, just
DN.
follow me at Jack of Hearts DN. Yep. So basically, that's been it for the episode right here. So I have been your host, the Jack of Hearts.
I'm gonna go brush my teeth to get the taste of piss out of my mouth.
And I'm prepared for Titanfall. Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.
See ya.
I'm gonna play super dodgeball on Wii U now.
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage. Peter Dinklage.
And we're out.
Peter Dinklage,
Bye.
Peter Dinklage, 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 Peter Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage.